So for this project, this is actually a trickle leaf spring off a dump truck. Haven't used any of these for a while. After cutting this, I don't know if this is actually going to be enough steel, so I hope it's enough for what I want. If not, I'll make it into something. But for now, we're working on making a tomahawk, so hopefully that'll be what it ends up. I'm not planning on making a big one. I'm kind of wanting like a trench hawk, or I don't really remember. I'd have to look it up, but the one I'm looking at I think is German. And I kind of want one base that has pretty small tomahawk head. You know, not some big Viking axe. Although I want to build one of those ones that have a forge wide enough to actually heat shoot a large blade. That's wide. Mine's like long for knife forging, because that's what I mostly make. Went in there. Okay, now that I have the forging done, I'm going to shape it a little bit, maybe file that open, haven't decided much yet. And then of course put an edge. I got a pretty good taper on it, which kind of surprises me, which you can tell the way it's tapered. This is meant for combat and not chopping wood, because it gets thin, as opposed to if you see like wood cutting axes, they're pretty thick, even to the edge, and that's more of a wedge type edge instead of a combat. Yeah. Anyway, I'm also gonna shape this and sharpen it into a nice spike. And I've already started on the handle because I was waiting on this to cool. Okay, so this will probably be rearranged a bit in the actual viewing of this video, but I just finished doing that, and while that's cooling, I'm gonna work on my handle. So the ways you'll probably see it, this will probably be completely finished and ready to be mounted on the handle, and then I'll show you making the handle. But what I'm gonna use for a handle is actually a sledgehammer handle. What I'm gonna do is cut it down, and then, you know, file, sand it, you know, chisel. I don't burn it. I haven't really decided how I'm gonna do it all yet. But I'm gonna get down to the shape I want. I'll probably cut it off to where, you know, it only comes down to, maybe about there. I don't know. I'll have to look and see how these are usually done, or look at some other tomahawks of about this size that I have. And yeah, I'm hoping this won't take a ton of work, but it's all I have in my shop at the moment, unless I want to work on an axe handle, which would be even worse. Okay, now that the axe head is mounted, damn, the light's bad in here at the moment. I'm going to burn the handle, linseed oil it, of course, and I think I might wrap a little bit of paracord around the top. Haven't decided yet, but that's just really aesthetic stuff. Technically, you could leave it like this. I'd recommend sealing the wood. I prefer linseed oil, but again, personal preference. But other than that, yeah, it's a pretty nice axe. It's got a few issues because I'm still not good at making axes, and this design I'm still fairly new to, but you know, I'll get better with time. Bit much.